Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Okay, is the straight open? Is the straight closed? Is the straight open? Is the straight closed? Oh my goodness, what clusterfuckery is happening in the world today. And yes, absolute nightmare situation using the Golden Universal Tarot. Follow up pretty much from yesterday's reading I did yesterday on China with the straight open, straight closed, and the potential of China threatening the orange idiot. So what's come out overnight? Well, overnight it would have been Tuesday US time, so of course it was time for a taco, and it was announced before the markets opened. But the orange, it's this market manipulation again, but I think there's more to it. I think China actually had a bit of a word at the orange idiot. Now, news has come out, it was on our local news that, I think he was talking stinky fish stuff, but I think something unexpected came out of left field for him. There was a news report on our local news last night that was saying that China has 2 to 3 months worth of oil already on its shores. So it was a bit, it had time to breathe, to put in force some of its arm twisting in regards to getting the strait back open again. So China wasn't under an intense situation. But the orange idiot has come out and he's posted on his Untruth social just before the market opened that China is very happy that I am permanently opening the Strait of Hormuz. I'm doing it for them also and the world. This situation will never happen again. What? Okay, so this is what he's saying. I've done it for China. He's also claimed they have agreed not to send weapons to Iran. President Xi will give me a big fat hug when I get there in a few weeks. We are working together smartly and very well. Okay, however, the US military also at the same time announced that 6 merchant ships had been halted from passing through the strait. When asked by The Hill, I'm reading the Hill article, by the way, au.news.yahoo.com. When asked by The Hill, which is a online media outlet, for clarification on the post, a senior administration official told The Hill that the blockade is fully in effect and working. As CENTCOM reported yesterday, no ships have made it past the blockade, which only impacts vessels travelling to and from Iranian ports, the official said. Okay, so there seems to be some conflict between what the orange idiot is posting on his Untruth social and what the regime is putting out there. There's no difference in anything. This is how it's. I can't get my words out because I can't get my head around it. But this is pretty much how this regime operates now. What have we got here? Trump's Truth Social post echo comments he made earlier in an interview with the Fox Business Maria, whatever her name is, in which he said Xi Jinping denied that he was supplying weapons to Iran. So the orange idiot's claiming that China said, we're not supplying any weapons. And he said, he just wrote me a big, beautiful letter. Oh my goodness, where have we heard that before? So apparently Xi Jinping has written the orange idiot a big, beautiful letter. He is so out to lunch. 5 of Pentacles. But I think what's happened is that there was a huge wake-up call in some sort of conversation when there were some very serious monetary threats that were put forward by China. China has the biggest amount of US debt in its possession. The tolls are also being paid in either Bitcoin or yuan, which is the Chinese currency. I think there was a huge wake-up call basically where China told the orange idiot some home truths and told him pretty much what to do. So let's have a look. So we've got straight open, straight closed, straight open. So the orange idiot's come out and on his untruth social posted a claim that seems to contradict the official line of the regime, including central command. Where do we go from here? Okay, did China threaten the orange idiot? It's to do with access to the strait. Okay, fair enough, with the Six of Swords. I think there were a few truths that were told. Let's have a look. Did China threaten the orange idiot? Let's have a look. And my guides know who I'm talking about when I'm talking about the orange idiot. He's orange and he's an idiot. Okay, so, oh gosh, this is going to lead to even more infighting in the ranks. The fact that the orange idiot's gone on untruth social or trash social, as some like to call it, and contradicted the information from Central Command and the regime itself. This is throwing under the bus infighting. Okay, but what have we got here? I think he got told some truths about access to the strait. And here's an announcement coming out from the White House. So yeah, the challenge is, in regards to the strait, the blockade of the strait, there was an unexpected announcement, the challenge being an unexpected announcement coming out from the White House. We've got the energy stewing in at the moment. Well, it is about the circles of support, but I'm getting it's more about an emotional harvest. Looking at the grapes there, I'm drawn to the grapes. On the emotional level, the ability to harvest. Okay, in the past, we've got the hard work behind the scenes, could be money trails. Perhaps they offered a payment to him, but I'm thinking this is more the hard work that went on prior leading up to this, that pretty much just got tossed aside. And crowning this reading, we got the Queen of Swords. New strategy being announced. Okay, and Tower moment. You cannot continually undermine your administration or your regime and expect it to hold. I think you might see some resignations come through from this, because it is just can't work in this destructive environment. You've got here the Page of Swords. There might be a whistleblower that comes out and tells exactly what happened. And you've got the administration itself finding its back up against the wall with nowhere to go. It's frantically hanging on to its messaging, but it's getting undermined at every opportunity. So you might find there'll be a leak about the undermining that comes out. Okay, hopes and fears, yeah. I think you're going to see some resignations. We can't work under these situations. Five of Swords. We can't work under this. We just can't. Five of Swords. Right, you've got the High Priestess. Hoagie has this is not real. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. A lot of information coming out. I mean, this could be hidden agenda information coming out, or it could be is not real, doing the missiling. And then we've got the Hanged Man, the sacrifice, looking at things from a different point of view. I mean, the Orange Idiot, he was bored with this conflict at about day 4, and he's been looking for an off-ramp ever since. And I think what's happened is China have given him a way out. He just didn't consult with anybody. and the Four of Swords, the abandonment, the being forced to retreat, the false friend, changing his mind, Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords, and then out in the cold. This could be is not real, finding itself abandoned for the situation. Inability to harvest what was promised, rapidly turning into a nightmare situation, and we've got the betrayal and treason card, and then the Judgment card, big wake-up call. Infighting, false victory, trying to defend the situation, looking at options. We've got the military here, we've got the orange twerp here, we've got those that feathered their nest, but it's really turning quite stinky for them, and it's an ending of the happy relationships. Yeah. What a mess. All I can say is, what a mess. So, yeah, very much this energy. Expect some resignations over this. I think what's happened, the stinky fish, it's caught a number of people, including is not real, being Gerva perhaps, caught them by surprise. You've got the Knight of Pentacles here, the Dark Knight, and you've got the Moon, the insanity, trying to find the path forward. Could also be the mercenary actions under the light of the Moon. It's just, there's no logical method. And I think what's happened, did China give the Orange Idiot first of all, did they tell him how wonderful he was in the big beautiful letter? Oh my goodness, he is so transparent in his distraction by flattery. But let's have a look. What am I looking at? Yeah, he's just completely delusional, and they played on that. They offered him sort of shiny trinkets, and he squirreled on them for them. It's just, you've got actions having consequences, and on the back foot trying to defend the position, and being forced to retreat and look for other options. But I think there might be some leaks coming out of the White House in regards to this, because on the bottom we've got the Ten of Swords. It's just a stabbed in the back downfall, taking by surprise those that thought it was going to go one way and it went another. I don't even know where to go with this. It's just insanity. Oh, and what have we got here? We've got the Devil and the Cup and the Ten of Wands. So those that sort of chained themselves to this devil energy, this toxicity, it could be an emotional breakdown for them as they try and work out what the heck messaging to put out is being put out by the White House. We then have this false victory. So, well, anyhow, there's a victory moment, but they're finding themselves increasingly with less and less as they end up with their back up against the wall. And you've got then this full exposure coming forward, finding themselves exposed. Naivety. Ooh, there's a Ruska. Well, yeah, Ruska. Ruska, I don't think, is happy. Is the Kremlin unhappy about the fact that the orange twerp said this? Because Ruskies were making good money selling their oil. What does Russia think of this declaration? Now, I saw on my feed this morning that Ukraine has launched a massive drone attack across all borders into Russia. I haven't looked to see how that's going. You won't hear anything from the Russian side, but let's have a look. What did the Kremlin think of this announcement? Ooh, not happy. Might be on the phone. You did what? With the Five of Wands. Because the announcement came out via Untruth Social that the Strait was open. You did what? The challenge is the Strait being opened. The energy that they're in at the moment is, hang on, with the Seven of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, the steel that was underway hasn't made it out of camp yet. The steel that was underway. Oh gosh, the Tower. So this announcement, I mean, the past can literally be 5 minutes ago. It is Tower moment stuff for the Kremlin. They are not happy. Right, crowning this reading, you've got this false victory, finding their back up against the wall in a decreasing situation, and the Death card, bringing death. Wow. Big information coming out that's going to bring about an ending. I think they've had it with the Orange Idiot. The false friend here in the hopes and fears. You've got here the abuse of power, the Five of Swords, information being brought forward with the Page of Wands that is going to bring everything to an end. Lift the lid on the cup with the Queen of Cups, Eight of Swords, vote flipping, mercenary actions and connections to Russia, and the connections between Russia and the White House and the Orange Idiot. We had an agreement, Two of Cups, the energy, underlying energy, there was an agreement that's been trashed all over with this announcement. I think it's taken the Ruskies by surprise, and the loss, regret. Five of Cups. Wow. Okay, I think what's happened is the Orange Idiot was lured by the shiny dangly thing and has betrayed the Ruskies without the Ruskies knowing. I bet that bat phone is ringing off the hook. Is the Orange Idiot going to answer it? Let's have a quick look. Is the Orange Idiot going to talk to the Ruskies? And you want that card, and we're going to go with that card. Page of Swords, Two of Cups, Judgment, ending. We had an agreement, but this announcement has brought it to the end. And it's all to do about the opening of the Strait. Could be whistleblower, could be bringing forward the truth, the magician, the manipulation, volatile information coming in, and to control the Orange Idiot, about controlling the Orange Idiot. There's the voter, there's the King of Swords, and the lid is coming off the cup because they have been betrayed with that Five of Cups, and the Eight of Swords and the vote flipping, the Two of Pentacles, information coming in from overseas. Opening of the straight, bun fight happening. Looking at options with the Two of Wands, a lot of information coming out quickly about that they're trying to keep a lid on, but you've then got the Moon card and the Knight of Swords, a harsh truth coming forward very quickly. The Ruskies are not happy. They might be, yeah. This is blindside. Oh gosh. And look, as I split the deck, this fell out. They've been blindsided by this. Absolutely blindsided. Okay. Let's wait for it to play out. I don't know where to go with this reading. We'll see how it plays out. Okay, I shall see you tomorrow. Take care. Love to you all. Breathe. The sun comes up, the grass grows. And I've got some more garlic to plant because I managed to get my hands on some lovely deep pots. Some more lovely deep pots. Okay, love to you all. Take care.